Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Railway Vlog. And we are in the sunny southwest of the United Kingdom, and where best to start this but other than one of the most famous coastlines in the southwest itself, at Dawlish. Now we're going to start this off by a few images here of the brook at Dawlish, which is just outside the railway station itself, and it is very, very picturesque, and of course home to the famous black swans of Dawlish. Whilst myself and the family were walking around Dawlish, we saw this lovely sign outside a cake shop. I think that's very appropriate, and also on the brook there is a little wildlife area where you can see all the ducklings and all the other ducks that are being looked after by the local people right by the river. It is well worth a little walk and a look when you're down there. Now, during our time in the southwest, it wouldn't be amiss if we didn't visit Dawlish Warren itself, which is a very, very lovely little village just around the corner, about a mile away from Dawlish town itself. And there is a little walk you can do along the seawall, which you'll see very shortly in some videos coming up. But for those that haven't been to Dawlish Warren, it is amazing. Look at those views you can see from the top of the hill on the corner, and there's a lovely little coffee, like tea room as such, right behind where I took these photos on the walkway itself. Now, all the images you are seeing are on my Flickr page, so if you wish to have a look at those in more detail, the link will be in the description below. But for now, I'll leave you with these before we move on to our secret visit. Now, on our last day in our trip to the southwest, we visited Trago Mills at Newton Abbot, and as you can see, the central station of the Bickington Steam Railway, which will be linked at the end of the video in the Railway Tales page, is here, and there's a couple of peacocks on the bridge as well. Unfortunately, this railway wasn't running that day, sadly. However, there is a miniature model of Thomas, or Toby, where you put 10p in and Toby goes round on a little circuit. That's inside Trago Mills shop at Newton Abbot, and it is well worth the 10p to chuck in there and watch that go round. But speaking of model railways, here is the Trago Mills model railway. There are some pictures and images that I'll let you guys enjoy. Now, before we finish this video, I found something absolutely amazing, for myself anyway, at least, at Paynton High Street. There's a little arcade shop there, and I'm just going to run the video in a second, but listen closely to what's being played.